Hey my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome baby. I hope that you like what you see, stick around, and do consider subscribing. If this is not your first time here, you already know the drill. You better be subscribed, honey. Today guys is day 8 of my real estate journey, and on today guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing in previous videos, is getting right into it. I'm not talking that much. I'm going to get right into it and let you guys see what we have going on. So guys, let's get into it, my loves.
Get too busy for the courts, because I promise you they're going to find out. This idea, well, maybe they won't find out, is wrong. They're absolutely going to find out. So make sure you let them know first. Causes disciplinary action. There's a bunch here. Being convicted of anything with money, license, violating the law, an unlicensed person practicing real estate. Well, let's look at that. If you do not have a real estate license, you cannot practice real estate. Let me say that one again. If you practice real estate and you have no license, it is a felony. Let me make that one clear. So, are you telling me that I know how to do property management. I know how to manage property for other people. Yeah. If you are managing property, working for a property manager, doing it without a real estate license, congratulations. You've perpetrated a felony. That's what it is. Making false promises, willful negligent misrepresentation, all sorts of things here. Undisclosed due agency. If you accept money from anybody other than your broker in charge, disciplinary action. Performing a legal service. Oh my gosh, if you're not a licensed attorney, for God's sake, stop doing it. I see so many brokers who think that they're attorneys. So many brokers who feel like they are attorneys, and they start doing weird stuff like, we see this one all the time. So we see somebody will write a contract or write an addendum to a contract or type something up. Yeah, that's practicing law without a license. Good luck with that one. Failing to deliver contracts on time. All of these are ways. So disciplinary action. If you've got a real estate license, you are subject to disciplinary action at any time you're doing real estate, even if you're buying and selling your own property. So if you've got a real estate license, let's say we finish this class, you go to the board, you take your state exam, you pass your state exam, no problem whatsoever. You get yourself your real estate license, you go off to do real estate, you're selling your own property as a for sale by owner. You sell your own property as a for sale by owner, congratulations, you are still subject to disciplinary actions. You sure are. So let's talk about who exactly needs a license. Well, here's your next Uber note, shall we? If you, LLB, list, lease, buy, trade, auction, negotiate, and or sell for other people, you need a license. I'm going to break this one down easier. Get ready with the Uber notes. I'm going to break this one down easier in a second for the Uber notes. So in other words, if I do anything in real estate, I need a license. Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying. Business brokers don't need a license unless they've got an interest. So if I have a business and I sell my own property, I don't need a license. But if I deal with anybody else who involves real estate, yes, I must have a license. To be a licensee candidate, you've got to be 18. Alright, we're all 18. Where's my 18-year-olds? Yeah, we always get one. I always get one 18-year-old. So if you are 18 years of age, Congratulations, we can get it. Gotta be a U.S. citizen. Crap! Oh, good. Non-citizen national. Good, we qualify after all. So technically you can be a qualified alien under federal law. So you've got to be able to work legally in the United States and have a social security number for authorized employment. So I know in the room we've got a couple people born outside the U.S., like myself. So as long as my social is authorizing me for employment, I can get a real estate license. So let's break this thing down easier, shall we? I like easier. So who needs a license? I just like a clean page. You need a You need a real estate license if you Bam. Uber notes, please. Uber notes. Uber notes. You need a real estate license if you buy or sell for others for money. If you buy or sell for others for money, you need a license. If you buy or sell for others for money, you need a license. So, let's say buy or sell means anything in real estate. If you're going to buy or sell, that means anything in real estate. What about leasing? Yes, leasing, absolutely. For other people, yeah. And for consideration, anything of value. So let's say you own your house. You've got a mortgage, you've got your house, and you've got one investment property. Do I need a license to do the property management of my investment property? No, because it's not for other people. Let's say you've got 5 investment properties. You have been managing them for yourself for years. This is not your first rodeo. You know what you're doing. Cool. This is not your first rodeo, and you know what you're doing. Do you need a license when your buddy comes along and says, look, I've got one property. Can you manage your 5 and my 1? Yes. Because you buy or sell for what? Your buddy, for others for money. Let's say you got 4 townhouses aligned. Dun, 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 dun. 4 townhouses. Your parents own one of the townhouses. Your parents own the townhouses. Your parents own those 4 townhouses. They say, we don't want to pay a property manager, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We will let you stay in one of the units for free if you manage the units for us. Now, this is your parents, and you're not making money, you're just staying for free. Can you do that legally without a license? No! You've got to have a license. You have got to have a license, because if not, congratulations, your parents just set you up to commit a felony. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Because you did it for somebody else for something of value. We clear on that? If I do it for anybody other than me, I need a license. I don't know why we trip on that when it's so abundantly clear in my eyes. This is where people do this crap all the time. Now I'm gonna go one step further. If you want to get into property management, we're going to learn that if you want to do property management for rentals, not only do you need a license, but you can't be a provisional broker. So if you think you're going to run out there and manage people's properties as a provisional broker, you're sadly mistaken. You're not. You got to be a full broker for several years of experience. And we'll chat about that as time goes on. Cool. 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 It's gotta be all three. Good question. Thank you. Thank God. Somebody's awake. Thank God. You had me worried and I ain't spoken in a while. I know this material is riveting. I just said that in the break to my wife. She said, how's it going? I said, well, it's not the most riveting material on a Sunday morning on Mother's Day, but hopefully we'll keep you along. Hopefully you're not sitting there watching Netflix. So it's gotta be all three. Apartment complex, my gosh, apartment complexes are the devil. Are you mean to tell me that when I go look at an apartment complex, that little agent, he or she, walks me over to see an apartment, they're breaking the law? In very many cases, yes. In very many cases, they are in fact breaking the law. Absolutely. Well, why does the Real Estate Commission allow it? Well, they're trying to crack down. They are. But there is, so that's where we're going to get into who does not need a license. Property managing, if you work for an apartment complex, there are a couple things you can do. There's a couple things you can do, but not a lot. Really not a lot. Real estate license. That is huge, real estate license. So let's look at it here. So I got to buy or sell for other people for money. Who does not need a license? Look at, if we've told you everyone that does, well, certainly some people don't. Well, that's true. A FSBO, let's learn this now. FSBO, F-S-B-O, stands for For Sale by Owner. For Sale by Owner, otherwise known as the devil. That's right, the devil. So FSBOs, oh, I love and hate dealing with FSBOs, my gosh. I love the FSBOs that think that they are much more educated in real estate. Even though I've gone to class, even though I have degrees behind my name, even though I lecture all over the place, they know more than me because on their smartphone, they have the Zillow app.
Right.
They've got the Zillow app. And if they have the Zillow app and watch Property Brothers on HGTV, that means they're much more experienced and educated than the rest of us people. We're only state licensed. But they've got the Zillow app. My gosh, they can tell you what the Zestimate is of a doghouse, for crying out loud. They're nuts. They're absolutely nuts. So For Sale by Owner is a FSBO. Then we got a FLBO. FLBO, FLBO is For Lease by Owner. That's where your property, that's where I've got investment properties. A corporation that does not. A corporation that's selling their own property. If a corporation is selling its own property, then they don't need a license as long as it's their own. A crier at an auction. So we're going to talk about auctioneers. Though the guy at the mic does not need a license. So the guy is sold, that guy, he does not need a real estate license, but somebody at that auctioneering firm must have a real estate license if they're selling real estate. If they're selling real estate, somebody there has a license, I guarantee you. Persons acting as an attorney, in fact, under a power of attorney. If you have power of attorney, if you've got power of attorney, you do not need a license because in the eyes of the law, if you've got power of attorney, you are that person, yeah? Power of attorney makes you that person. So it's like somebody is selling their own house. Attorneys conducting business under law, they don't need a license. Appraisers, loan officers, trustees, salaried employees of apartment buildings, as long as they are not negotiating. So let's talk about this a little bit further. You're going to become provisional brokers. We chatted about that. So a full broker can work on their own without a firm. That's true. A full broker can work on their own without a firm, but a provisional broker must work with a firm and a BIC. A provisional broker must work with a firm and a BIC. Must. No way around it. So provisional brokers, if you are not working with a firm and a BIC and supervised by a BIC, you will not have an active license. So just because you pass your real estate exam, congratulations, which you're all going to do. You're all going to take your real estate exam, then you're going to pass it. That is exciting to me. So you're going to pass your real estate exam on your first try because you don't want to keep paying all that money. You pass your real estate exam on your first try, then you want to go out and... So then I want to go out and do something. Go for it. Yeah, you can't. You're not going to make any money in real estate unless you have a BIC. Let me check it. Don't they have to make themselves a BIC? What do you mean? A full broker, you mean? Working on your own? Is that what you mean? Kind of. That's a loaded question. I can work on my own without a BIC and without being a BIC. However, I'm very limited. So it makes a lot more sense to become a BIC, to work on my own. It does make a lot more sense. Technically, can I work on my own without being a BIC? Yeah, but there's very little I can do. That's going to come up later. Yeah, it is. I'm with you, man. This is a lot of information to take in. It really is. This course is 75 hours. In my humble opinion, this course does not, this text plus all the material that's not in the text about the reality of being a real estate broker, in my humble opinion, it doesn't fit into a 75-hour class. I think to do justice to this, I think real estate pre-licensing should be about a 300-hour class. At least a full semester. And if you are here a full semester, I think you will leave a very good broker. Cramming this down your throats for 75 hours is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. And then you go out and you pay $164 and try and pass the exam on the first try. Yeah, it's a weird initiation. Then you leave with a piece of paper saying, I am now a broker. I'm now a licensed provisional broker. Now what the crap do I actually do? We don't teach you what the crap to actually do. We don't teach you how to sell a house. We don't teach you how to fill out an offer to purchase. We don't teach you to fill out a listing agreement or a buyer agency. We don't teach any of that. I think that's fundamental. My humble opinion, I think it is fundamental. And I think we would fail you. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you straight from the top. I think we fail you when we send you out that way. That's just the way I feel. So, that's a personal opinion, by the way. That is not... I guess I should have put a disclaimer there. The views expressed right now are not necessarily the views of Rowan Cabarrus Community College. Kind of like when they say the views expressed are not necessarily the views of the station and network on which we're playing. I guess I should have put a disclaimer there. Those are my personal views. How do you learn that part? Well, it's kind of what we call baptism by fire. You go out there, and this baptism by fire is ridiculous. This baptism by fire is you go out and now you've got to jump in and learn this on the fly. So now you've got to learn on the fly things that should keep you out of jail. Yeah, that's a crazy thing. That's a crazy thing. So those materials, so this is why I stress, is the company you go to important? Of course it is. Of course it is. Which company you go to is absolutely important, but nowhere near as vital. It's important, but it's not critical. It's kind of like you got a gunshot and a paper cut. Do you want to treat the paper cut? Of course you do, but the gunshot is more important. So I think the most important issue with the gunshot is by far your BIC. Your BIC is everything. Man, your BIC is everything. Your BIC is everything. Is your company important? Of course it is. But nowhere near as important as your BIC. Oh my gosh, yes. To verify, a licensed broker cannot offer referral for compensation to a non-licensed person. Absolutely.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. On today, guys, I showed you a clip of what we went through today. We really just went through Appendix A, and that was just basically going through a lot of the laws in real estate. A lot of how we become licensed, what the state requires, what the real estate commission requires, what the real estate commission can and can't do. So today was really all about laws. Appendix A. And it's long. It's over 100 pages long. It is very long. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay humble, my loves. I love you guys. And until next time.